making nut loaf, we have all of these ingredients. These will be chopped. These will be grated. We're going to chop up some nuts as well. We're going to cook lentils in liquor made of dark soy sauce and red wine, yeast flakes and Swiss vegetable bouillon powder. It will be bound together with eggs, and the moisture will be regulated with bread crumbs. It's a really great enhancer for meals, but the fibres sometimes put people off. So if you just break it here and then pull the fibres off, it helps improve it. So we're cutting the leek very finely, but we're keeping the root intact and cutting it an eighth of the way so we can chop and it will still be fine, but we're keeping the leek together. So we need to wash the lentils because they've got lots of dust on them, which means that, so we need to clean them out. There isn't an exact recipe because it's just something that we make, which is why you just add some lentils. So maybe like an eighth of a packet of lentils. So we're going to make the liquor to cook the lentils in, and this is where most of the flavour is going to come from. You want about 2 spoonfuls of this into there. You want about a handful of this, which is about this big yeast flakes. Some water. About half a litre of water. A glug of soy sauce. Some red wine. And to finish it off, just to add some extra flavour, we're going to add some bay leaves, which is a tip. If you break them, they have more flavour. And then you're going to get a spoon and just mix all of it together. Gonna take the liquor and we're going to pour it all over the lentils, even the bay leaves, but we can just take those out afterwards. And then we're going to turn the heat onto 6, and then we're going to get a wooden spoon and just mix it a little bit. Recently discovered a new flavour, which is a flavour of savoury food called umami, and it is in vegetable stock, soy sauce, tomatoes and cheese, and we're going to add the rind of a hard cheese to add some extra flavour to the lentils. Roasted some garlic because it kind of mellows and relaxes the flavour, and then we need to crush it with the back of a fork, and then it will soften it out into sort of mush, and then we can add it to the mixture. So basically we're going to be frying all of this, the garlic and the leek and the celery, with rosemary and thyme. So you take a stalk at a time and just strip the leaves off, and then you don't need the stalks. I'm just going to gently bruise the thyme leaves with the back of a knife because it allows more flavours to come through when cooking it. As you can see, we've cooked the lentils about 3/4 of the way, but we're gonna not cook it fully because that will be saved for when we're cooking the loaf. So we're just going to drain it, and as it's a colour, it will complement the loaf. So yeah, and now, take it out of the lentils, and now we're going to simmer it in a pan, and the water will evaporate and concentrate on the flavour. Smash up the nuts in a pestle and mortar, and then once they're all smashed up, we're going to toast them in a dry pan to bring out more flavour. Just fine, we're going to add all of the lentils, the nuts into the pan and fry it all. You can see the liquor is reducing and the water is evaporating into steam and coming off. I'm going to mash up these chestnuts here in the pestle mortar, and it's easier to mash, but however we won't be toasting it. While the onion and leek and all those are cooking, I'm going to add some poi lentils to the lentils to add some more texture to the nut loaf. We're going to add the liquor, and it has a really intense flavour which will help with the nut loaf. The reason why we're adding eggs is to bind the mixture while it's cooking. So now that it's all spooned in, I need to press it down so that it's even and so it has a nice consistency. So by the end it should look like this. Made this tinfoil cover, which we're going to put on for the first half an hour of cooking it, and then we're going to take it off for the last half an hour. So now that it's all ready, we're going to put it in the oven and then we'll see it in an hour.